Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're zeroing in on an absolute game changer for anyone in the food industry. We're talking about the Bizmanualz ABR 219M manual, which is essentially your ultimate, ready-to-use toolkit for ISO 22000 food safety procedures. If you need protocols fast, you're in the right place. Okay, let's dive right into this. Are you currently struggling to implement a food safety management system? You know the kind of struggle where you're wasting months just trying to build a HACCP plan from a blank page? Trying to meet all those complex regulations and certifications without pulling your hair out is a massive hurdle for any business owner.
So, to break this down, we're doing a structured teardown today. First up, we'll look at the ISO 22000 ABR 219M manual itself. Then, we'll open it up and see exactly what's inside. After that, we'll talk about saving a ton of time with editable templates, and finally, how you can get your system up and running today.
All right, let's kick things off with Part 1. The ISO 22000 AB219M manual.
So who exactly needs to be paying attention here? Well, if you are a food manufacturer, a supplier, a producer, a handler, or even an auditor, this is for you. You folks need to meet the ISO 22000-2005 and HACCP standards efficiently, and this document is literally your direct pathway to getting that done.
And just to frame why this matters so much, combining ISO 22000 and HACCP creates a universally recognized framework. Adopting this system is your way of proving, definitively, to global suppliers and customers that you control food safety hazards at every single stage. We're talking farm to table. It's all about establishing unbreakable, verifiable global trust.
Moving right along to Section 2. What exactly is inside this manual? Let's unpack it.
Now, what's really interesting here is the actual composition of this product. It's not just a bunch of random documents. It is a holistic food safety management system. It's perfectly balanced. 35% of the system is dedicated to detailed procedures, another 35% gives you the exact matching forms, and the remaining 30% is packed with job descriptions and a preparation guide. You get the entire ecosystem in one go.
And get this, we're talking about over 450 pages. That is a massive volume of highly practical, properly formatted documentation that perfectly aligns with ISO standards. Think about it, generating over 450 pages of precise regulatory text internally, that would take your team an insane amount of time and resources.
But within all those pages, the real heavy lifting is done by 21 pre-written food safety policies and procedures. So instead of researching what policies you need and agonizing over drafting them with the perfect legal and technical jargon, it's already done. These are structured by industry experts, saving you just a staggering amount of writing time. To give you an idea of the coverage, it spans your entire operation. On the management side, you've got procedures ready to go for hazard analysis. For your daily, boots-on-the-ground operations, it details critical tasks like receiving and inspection. And for evaluation, it includes comprehensive procedures for conducting internal audits. It really functions as a completely integrated system to eliminate any blind spots.
Of course, having procedures is great, but it doesn't mean much if you can't prove you're following them, right? That brings us to the 43 food safety forms included. These are brilliant because they map perfectly to those 21 procedures we just talked about. It gives you the exact, precise paperwork that auditors or inspectors are going to ask for the second they walk into your facility.
The manual also systematically walks you through all 7 mandatory principles of HACCP, from your initial hazard analysis, pinpointing critical control points, and setting critical limits, all the way through monitoring, corrective actions, verification, and record keeping. You are absolutely covered when it comes to regulatory alignment.
Which brings us to Section 3, Saving Time with Editable Templates. Let's talk about how this makes your life exponentially easier.
Look, the old method is painful. Starting from scratch, endlessly researching changing laws, agonizing over formatting, it's a headache. The Bizmanualz method completely removes that friction. You literally just download the ABR 219M, edit it in Word, and you are immediately on the path to compliance.
So, the crucial point here is the delivery format. These are 100% editable Microsoft Word files, and they're an instant download. No steep learning curves, no clunky, expensive proprietary software to figure out. You just open the document, replace the sample text with your company's specific info, and you're good to go.
Plus, there's absolutely no risk. It's backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee. Bizmanualz stands entirely behind the quality and utility of this product. If you open these files and they somehow don't give you the massive time savings you expected, you have clear, guaranteed recourse.
It's a complete risk reversal for the buyer.
All right, let's wrap this up with Section 4, Getting Your System Today.
When you actually integrate this manual into your daily operations, the business ROI is huge. You're going to see an immediate increase in process efficiency. You'll have instant preparation for audits. You'll build much stronger trust with your institutional clients, and you'll significantly reduce your operational risks. Honestly, after a year of using this systematized manual, you'll wonder how you ever managed without it.
The process is incredibly simple. Step 1, purchase and instantly download the package. Step 2, customize the files in Word. Step 3, implement your newly minted food safety management system. That's it. Your path to ISO certification literally begins the moment that download finishes.
So, here's the big question. Are you ready to stop writing tedious manuals and actually start producing safe food today with the ABR 219M? Grab this pre-structured toolkit and take control of your compliance efficiently and confidently. Thanks for hanging out with us for this explainer, and we will catch you next time.